It's 22 Tuesday, and we have a 22. Yeah, I know it looks like an AR, because it's supposed to be. This is the Smith & Wesson M&P 15-22 AR pattern. We're going to talk about it. Before we do, for the YouTube manual reviewers, I know YouTube guidelines and community standards, all that stuff, limit everything to less than 30 round magazines. I want to make it clear. Let's see if it'll show up in the camera here. These are 25 round magazines, not 30. So they are completely complying with YouTube guidelines and community standards. All right, thanks for dropping in while we take a look at the Smith & Wesson M&P 15-22 AR style carbine. A lot of differences between this and the original one, but ergonomics are not one. The ergonomics are very much the same as on a regular AR, as you see on the 15-22. Couple of differences though. Well, first of all, it's got mag pull furniture. Now there's about 12 different models on the Smith & Wesson website. Not all of them are set up the same way. This has mag pull furniture on it, if you want to call polymer stuff furniture. The handguard on this is also a little different. Again, these came out in 2009. I bought this one, I want to say probably around 2014, maybe 2015. So it has the old style handguard on it. The new ones I believe have what is it, M-lock. They're different anyway. Let's see, this one does have the flip-up EMBA sights, which co-witness right now with the SIG Romeo 5 optic, which, if you have an astigmatism, having a co-witnessed rear sight that directly co-witnesses to the 2 MOA dot in this Romeo 5, just clears up that there's no tails or anything on it if you got an astigmatism. Polymer upper and lower, not compatible with AR components. However, the trigger group supposedly is compatible with most AR pattern triggers. All right, enough talking. Let's take it out to, yeah, why even bother at 12? Let's take it out to 25 to start with and see where this thing shoots. Before we get too much farther, if you like these videos, gun channels in general have really been slipping on YouTube lately, so we always appreciate if you like these. Thumbs up. By all means, share them on whatever platform you have available. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe and leave comments. Always appreciated. Those always help out the algorithm. 1522, I'm going to start out with 10 round mags, just using plain old Federal cheap ammunition here out of the 10 round mag, and let's just see how it works here at 25 yards. Start with the raccoon on the right, crow next to him, head flipper is not going to move much on the silhouette there. Yeah, let's see, behind him is a, what do we got, a standing prairie dog, red woodchuck over there on the left, there's a 6-inch way over there on the left, way over, and there's a flipper under the raccoon. Can I get that from here? All right, I can. All right, things are working here at 25. So I think I already mentioned the mag pull furniture. I did 16.5-inch barrel, if I didn't already mention that. And like I say, there's a dozen or so on the Smith & Wesson website. Different configurations, different colors, even a muddy pink or whatever they call it, a muddy girl, I think they call it. The gun itself unloaded weighs about 5 pounds. Really nice trigger. Now, it's not as nice as Geisley or some of those that you having a nice AR, but it breaks just over 2 pounds, and it's fairly consistent. A little bit of mush to it, but not bad. It does feel fairly good, though. Again, for I think it's what, about $500 rifle. You can get them as high as 700 and something if you get the performance center version. Around 500 to 600, depending on what variation. Let's try this at 50 yards and just see what it'll do. All right, this time I've got some CCI Mini Mag Target loaded up in the 10 round magazine. YouTube, come on, 10 rounds. In the M&P 15-22. 2 MOA dot, 20mm objective lens here on the Romeo 5. Yeah, let's just see if I can get anything out there at 50. Start with a silver gong, of course. That helps if you take, come on, be an AR guy here. Always helps to chamber around. 16-inch high right white with a black center. A little bit of a 12-inch showing under that, hanging by one strap. Can't see if I get any movement out of that. All right, let's go to the 10 inch, just to the left of the 16. 8 inch below that. 6 inch to the left of that. Finally got something moving. All right, just for kicks, as long as you're out here at 50 yards, I have a magazine loaded up with all sorts of junk ammunition, just put in there with no rhyme or reason, just whatever shows up. Think it'll run it? Yeah, that's a good question. Let's start out at the silver gong out there at 50, just to see if anything will work here. It ran everything, all the junk I could possibly put through it. Smith & Wesson M&P 1522 with a SIG Romeo 5 optic mounted on it, and sights. What more can I say about it? Fun little gun, and accurate and reliable. Here it is on 22 Tuesday. Thanks for stopping in.